Hi, and welcome to Book Impressions. In this episode, I will give you my impression of the book titled The Guest, and it was written by author Alan Mays, author of Abominable. Okay. And it's an interesting cover because I can already see it's got planet Earth on it. It looks kind of like an asteroid. I don't know if that's what it is. I do love the blue colors, and the fact that it has red, I think it probably does pop off the bookshelf. So that's a pretty interesting cover. So let's read a little bit about our book. And it's a pretty good sized book. It has 340 pages. It's in English. It was published July 10th of 2020, so it's been out a few years. Let's read our blurb. It says, on September 5th, 1977, Voyager 1 was launched from Cape Canaveral, Florida. For over 42 years, the space probe has raced away from Earth at 38,000 miles per hour. Past Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, cruising past Pluto, and the furthest fringes of our solar system. On August 25th, 2012, Voyager 1 accomplished what no other human-designed device had ever done. The probe ventured into deep interstellar space, over 13 billion miles away. Impossibly now, the spacecraft is returning to Earth, traveling at nearly 1/37th the speed of light. In 31 days, Voyager 1 will arrive home, and it's bringing an uninvited guest. Okay, that was quite the twist. Okay, well, that makes me curious about this book. Let's go down and see. Oh, okay. Under the bestseller rank, it's doing really well for a book that's been out for a couple years. Let's see. I don't see any publishers, so this could be a self-published book. I could be wrong. Sometimes they don't list it here. It has 297 ratings. And it is 4.3 overall out of 5 stars. 5 stars is 54%, 4 stars 29%, 3 stars 12%, 2 stars 4%, and 1 star 1%. So it's doing pretty good because you know how I feel. I feel you can always add your 4s and 5s together because a lot of times when I read 4 stars, some of them sound like 5 stars. And if we were looking at those two scores, that 54 and 29, we have like 83%, so that's good. Let's read some 5-star headlines. Five stars. This rarely happens. Very good story. Intergalactic Turtle versus Hair Race for Life or Death. Earth is the prize. And that's an interesting headline. It's a really great read. Interesting. Very well written. Could not put it down. Interesting. Very impressive and interesting. Better than Independence Day. Okay. Excellent read. Well, these 5-star people like this book. Let's look at our 4 stars. Okay, 4 stars. Headline, requires some simple fact research editing. Okay. Person thinks it needs a little more research, and he might have given it the 5 stars. It says exciting, but Worthwhile read. Good plot, well told. Glad I didn't quit this novel early. So it must have started out slow and then it got better. So it's kind of good. Okay. Alrighty, let's look at our 3 stars. These are people who can't decide whether they liked it or they didn't like it or there was something not 100% right about it. And they couldn't give it a 4 or 5 star. It says, great hard science fiction in the near future. Fun read. So I don't really know why they didn't want to give it the 4 or 5 stars. Let me read this comment since we're here in the short. It says, perhaps a better rating, but the word predictable sneaks in. Some parts are not unlike science fiction of the 60s. Good characters, quite believable, and everyday items that paint a picture of a time close to this one. Alan Nays makes my list of authors I will read more of. So they don't have any problems. They just thought some of it was predictable. Let's look at our 2 stars. Usually 2 stars and 1 stars are usually people sometimes that don't read this type of genre. And they always try to give it a try. And sometimes they might like a little bit of something and sometimes they don't. This one, bland, V'ger, supposedly intelligent characters not seeing the solution, terrible science. You can already see those people, that's not their genre. Let's look at 1 star. 1 star really is not the genre that people read in this particular area of science fiction. You can really tell with 1 star. Well, in 1 star, since it's 1%, they didn't really say anything. They just gave it a 1 star and moved on. I always have a problem when people do that because you don't even know what they were thinking, other than it's a 1 star. Anyway, let's go and find out more about Alan Nays. I hope I'm saying that right. Nays. I'm not sure if I'm mispronouncing it. I apologize to the author. I think it's Nays. Anyway, let's go find out something about the author. Let's find out how many books they have. And let's read their autobiography. Okay, this must be Alan Nays. And from what I can see from his photo, he's a Green Bay Packers fan. Okay, he's like my brother. He loves Green Bay Packers. Okay, let's see. He also is a big-time writer, I can see. He's got lots of books here. He has some kind of a blog here that you can read. So that's always nice. And you can see all the books. Got enough for at least 2 pages worth. They look like they run between 99 cents, $3.99, $6.99. So depending upon, here's a $4.99, what you're looking for, you can find a wide variety of prices to determine whether, this guy is the kind of writer you like to read. Let's read his autobiography. It says, Alan Nays is the author of numerous novels and short stories. He lives in Southern California. More about his books can be found at, he has a website, aniles.com. So you can go to there and go to his website and find out all kinds of things about him. So if you're interested in the guest, I will link this book down in the description. And you can come over here, click on it, and maybe check out that book or some other books. You can look at the look-in feature because most books on Amazon have a look-in feature, which allows you to just click right here, and you can read a little bit of the book. They'll give you a little bit of the sample of the story before you decide whether you want to buy it or not. It sounds like a really fascinating story. And, hey, you might maybe find another story you might want to read. If you like content like this and want to continue receiving content like this about books, I hope you'll subscribe to this channel. And until next time, this is Book Impressions signing off.